Okay. Alrighty. I think it's streaming now.
Yes, I saw our yesterday. So there was so much time when you was waiting for me and just looking at the screen.
Really? Yeah, we have to learn what to do. I haven't figured out everything.
Yes.
I don't know. Is it streaming now?
Let me check.
Yeah, it's live.
Yes, it's streaming.
That's good.
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't show. But yeah, what you wanted to talk about? You were talking about something? Tarot card?
That first episode was the best. You cannot replicate it.
Yes. I don't know. But the thing is, I think in the relationship, like this is something probably we should talk about is uh, how far you are uh, uh, going to go crazy being intimate. You know, it's
Um,
what?
yes, but what means crazy for you, for others, is daily life.
Yeah. That's the definition. Crazy is about individual perception. That's true. That's true.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. And what I analyze, and I don't know, maybe I was dreaming, but or from where that idea came about the intimacy
Uh-huh.
when when someone is hurting you. Let me try to remember, because this is a very interesting what I was reflecting, but I didn't express it. I think during the coaching session
Uh-huh.
I realized that my intimate life before, it was of course was 100% because of the trauma that I had during my young age, when my classmate was the man tried to rape her. He wasn't successful because he was too drunk, so he hurted her so much that she was dead. Each her bone was broken,
Uh-huh.
and I know I was blaming myself, and we were talking on the Instagram live about it, that the day before I told her that, oh, I always walking through this forest, no one is attacking me, like this is a safe place, why you are not saving your time?
Uh,
Next day she walked there, her first time in her lifetime, and this is where her life ended. And I understood that at that time I was 13 years old. My teenage age just started. Just imagine, it's like swarm age,
yeah.
and just experienced that. I didn't talk with my family. That conversation knew just me, her, and one of the friend who was together at that time. But we also never discussed and never talk about it. And I understood that, for example, my intimate life before I met you was connected through that trauma. That why I couldn't relax. I couldn't feel orgasm. Everything was is about intimacy, was about punishing myself for her experience. Like, and all the relationship, like each relationship after my divorces was more and more abusive. And as you're saying, in one way you can tell, okay, it's a crazy. Okay, in other way you have to understand what is behind the scenes, why you are seeking for that pain, for that hurt, because physical pain, is always a reflection of emotional pain that you are not able to express, or you're not able to feel, or you're not able to heal. This is how I would say. I don't know what is your view.
Yeah, no, you talked about many things, but yeah, you wanted to feel, wanted to forget something. Then I can relate to that is when we torture ourselves. Let's say I'm feeling hungry, but I'm not don't want to eat. Okay, it's basically abusing yourself, torturing yourself because you wanted to feel something that is emotionally going on in your head, or something physically you have the pain, uh, but by torturing yourself you wanted to ignore the pain that you are having, physically or emotionally, it doesn't matter, but the pain is so much that you wanted to create another pain so that you can forget the previous pain. So it's the way I
Yes.
think, because I was trying the same thing, because when I was going through so much of emotional pain, I was hiking a lot. Hiking, I was walking until my leg fall. Like that is how I was doing it, because I wanted to get rid of my emotional pain to focus on something bigger pain. So what you said is I can relate and I can connect with how I was doing it, in terms of like getting rid of my emotional pain to produce physical pain. So that helped a lot, that helped a lot to, but I was not doing something that is uh, being abusive from other person or any other individuals, but I was doing it to myself in a way that, of course, it was helping me to uh, strengthen my physical uh, part. At the same time, I was doing the same exact thing. What you mentioned about how you were, your experience was.
Yes. And I won't say that you want to shift from the one pain to another pain. You want to shift to the pain
Shift.
that you are in control.
Yes, yes.
Because, like, for me to have an abusive, intimate relationship is in my control when I agree or when I disagree. In general, it's my decision to be there, but
Yes.
I cannot heal the emotional pain. Like, I didn't had any tools at that time. No one even thought that I'm some kind seeing myself as a part of that situation. And why with you my connection was different, because just before we met and started relationship, I was going through the therapy, and it really helped me, because I understood that I remember it was just one thing that what my therapist said, that maybe it's enough for you to punish yourself.
Uh,
And that one sentence, because we were talking a couple of sessions about it, I think 2 or 3 sessions about it. We were going back, like forward and backward, forward and backward. I was blaming, and going back and going back. And I was so angry. And even my husband, ex-husband, is from the same living area where was that man who killed my friend,
uh,
and it subconsciously was very connected at that place, because I was looking there for the partner. I was never looking in any other area. My focus was there. My curiosity, where it can bring me to understand why, like, how there is human trafficking happening. Like, let's
yeah, you
get it
found
by
it.
myself, by practice. So for me, I knew where that man was living, in which, how, like, apartment building.
uh-huh.
And I was like, like, who he is, why he's doing like that. And my husband was from the house close, like nearby, like in the walking step,
Okay.
and his friends was from that area and all. And I was going there in the parties, I was analyzing their behavior. everything was subconscious. Now I understand why I was in that area, why I pick like that. The same as all other my stories. I was very, very um, curious
Uh-huh.
about how this type of personality develop
Uh-huh.
that much of aggression, that much of seeking intimacy,
Uh-huh.
like pedophile and all other things. And I know that environment. And from our friend circle,
Uh-huh.
another man from like friend circle in that area where they are living, another person that we were partying killed another man
Oh.
because of his anger. And so, yeah, it was my curiosity, and I understand that subconsciously I was making step because I was no attract. I didn't have any attraction towards my ex-husband. Like, oh, I fall in love. It was more like from his point from the beginning, from the first text messages, as he said to me, it was manipulation, how to attract, and he knew that this is how it's working with other girls.
Uh-huh.
So from like he knew what to do, how to start a conversation, and it was not from a heart. It was pure manipulation at that time that he learned how to get like intimacy from the girls, and then next time say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was drunk. I didn't thought that we are in a relationship. I don't remember what I said," and so the like this is how our relationship started. But I think that um, first of all, it was very subconscious. I understand my part in this, because if I won't have that event, because I was, with that girl, um, a year ago. It's so crazy. Somehow I became very religious at the third grade.
Uh-huh.
I was going to the pray classes where we were praying every Wednesday evening. We were saying praise. Like my grandmother was very like religious. My parents no, they more like alcohol than going to the church. Um, and I became very religious, and I said that I want to go to those classes. My mom like do whatever you want. She don't care where I am. I just told her that I will come back late, and also I bring my classmates there. So it was at third grade, and at fourth grade, like at fourth grade, the our religious like teacher, I don't know how to tell in English that she made uh, how to say, a story where we were acting like some kind of performance,
Uh-huh.
and I was a part of it. And that girl was a leader of the part. Like she had the main role
Uh-huh.
in there because she was blonde, very, very pure. From the outlook, you would say, that pure girl that, especially in Christianity, would say blonde, blue eyes, white skin, very thin, very classy like classical at the same time. And she was the main role.
Uh-huh.
And I remember one thing, that if she won't be on the main role, then I would be that part. So we have a competition from the beginning, but at the summer together, all our group, because of that performance and those classes, we went to the camp.
Uh-huh.
And it was first time when I was at the camp, and I was living around the girls and having some activities and all. And it was amazing experience for me. Of course, I miss my parents a lot. But for me to live, in the some other places in other town, and have those all the things going on in my life, I remember very well. And then next summer, so we have a connection. It wasn't that like, oh, that's some girl, but I know her personality. I knew her. We were in the same circle with the same, how to say, interest at one point.
Uh-huh.
And this happened, and it was like for me uh, a huge experience. And I remember when I went to her funeral, I thought that everybody knows and that I'm the guilt one. I didn't realize now as an adult from that child. I just think how how huge imagination we have at the childhood. But I knew that, but I didn't understood that no one else knows it. But at the funeral, I even was scared to go because I thought that everybody will now punish me for my actions.
Uh,
So I don't know why I'm telling this story.
yeah, you went from there to there, but it was more of your curiosity to learn about your childhood trauma or the experience that you experienced firsthand, and you end up with your ex-husband somehow. But I was
Yes.
thinking the similar question. What was the curiosity that you fell in love with me?
Oh, with you, I know 100%, because I never had an answer why my dad stayed with my mom.
Uh-huh.
This is the trauma. This is the curiosity why I am in a relationship with you,
Uh-huh.
because I'm seeing you as a different path of my father and
Uh-huh.
my experience then through your kids.
Uh-huh.
So because your relationship, what you told me about your ex, her behavior and all of the things what is going on, like threatening, abuse, like I relate a lot with her. That's why I know that if we will face each other, I'm very happy that she's smart enough not to go in front of me. Whatever she's doing, that's fine. But because I built that strength, and I really want to see the moment when Sarika will have that shift in her life,
Uh-huh.
because elder child will never have that strength
Yeah.
with the parent. But the youngest one, like, oh my goodness, what my mom, like, how you see my mom now behaving and supporting and all, like, it's a journey and a journey with me. So I have that. So that's why for me it's very easy to support you, to understand you, to accept your behaviors. Like that's why I'm so, how to say, flexible. I don't have boundaries with you. Like, because I know that if you put any other woman in a relationship with you, after like first 2 months she would kick you out of her life because of your behavior. But for me, I understand, and I understand what is the journey of healing. So
Yeah, no, no.
this is that
I
curiosity.
totally agree with you. No, nobody, I mean, any woman before any woman comes to my life kicking me, I'll kick her out. That is how I started to be like that. You know, like I had enough. I cannot deal with this. The creatures from Venus. You know.
Yes.
They are totally unpredictable creatures.
You are telling about unpredictability. Do you want to talk about it more deeper?
Because it's hard to understand.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so
When
yeah.
every week there is a different decision, and you just sit there and looking at like, okay, like I think in these like 2 years, like 3 years when we know each other, but like especially like first year was going with the flow. Second year, you just started me to like there like I was frustrated for you to be committed to your words. So this is where we had a lot of fights, and you was not yourself a lot your decision. But third year is like I just started to say okay, because whatever you will decide today, it doesn't mean that you won't shift your decision tomorrow.
No, once it's set in my mind, it's never changes.
I don't know. I can tell just one fact. Whenever you're coming here to Lithuania, you always buy insurance for changing the dates of the flight. And this is how we can plan anything if I don't even know how long you will stay. Because one day you can wake up and say, okay, I will call to change the flight dates. I'm like, okay.
I don't
So
know.
where is that? What I will say?
Yeah. No matter what in relationship, you will never, both couples will never able to understand in a way that sometimes it feels like, oh, I understood her, I got her, or I got him, but next day, oh shit, back to normal.
Yes. 100% I relate with that because like uh, we were talking about it a lot, but you have to fall in love with the same, like with a different person every day, because you never know which personality side will came up today.
Yes, and which is a good thing because you may not like the person you liked or loved yesterday. Because you'd be like, I cannot fall in love with that. I don't know how I did that, but I really don't like it. But I did it in the moment. It was a
Yes, and
mistake.
then before you falling asleep, praying, okay, bring some personality that I can relate more.
That is why it's good to have progress and changes in whatever way. Like we should not be the same person, otherwise it will be boring.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
think about
And then we will get bored of each other. Yeah, and
yeah.
looking for something what
Think
we
about
can know
even the
outside.
pets has less changes if you think about it, but if they're like compared to what I've seen, like Jade, yeah, she is like that. She is boring for me if you think. Like if you think
Yes,
about Jade, it's boring, but yeah, she has her own way to interact and play. But if you look at others like Mira, Mari, now Queen, like they are always dynamic. Like they are changing their personalities. You don't know when what they are going to do.
you know, there is a very interesting shift now in the environment because Jade is very curious and attracted towards Queen.
uh,
And Queen is always like beating her and not allowing her to be closer out, like
uh,
nearby. So there, Queen is always running, Jade is always running, chasing her. Then Queen is looking at her, shh, scratch her. She still is running around her, and she's so close, like with her all the time.
uh,
Like sleeping, if Queen is wake up, Jade is wake up. Like I don't know what is the connection between them, but I never saw Jade that person, like that side of the personality,
uh,
that she would follow and be curious and don't understand the boundaries at all. Because with Bunny, it was opposite, more of like Bunny is trying to make a connection with her and
uh,
play with her even before Mira came. especially when before Mira came.
uh,
And now she's crazy about the queen, and queen doesn't want to have any relationship with her. She's fine. She wants to play with Bunny, but Bunny right now, she is sleeping. She is so tired. She don't want to play with that little kitten. And Queen is always jumping on her and biting her. Like,
yeah, but you see
so like
that the point, like even in their relationship, it's not all dynamic. It's happening. If they're the same, then there is no like no excitement or any no fun on a day to day.
yes,
I
I
mean,
agree.
what is there in their life? They're getting food, they're getting sleep, safe. Like there is nothing more to do, but they're creating their own way to be joyful all the time. Like I never seen a dog stressed out, never.
Yes.
So, yeah. And so I think it's necessary to have change in the relationship, like having in the any relationship, like changes are always there. Like if you look at the person as the person that you met for first time, and you are looking for those things that was feeling something butterfly in your tummy, maybe you won't find it. But
No, if the
you know,
person, like, if you would be the same
so
who was a year ago, I won't feel butterflies in the tummy because I'm a different now.
yes, absolutely,
So
yeah,
you want like attraction. It comes with me at the moment right now, with the other person who is who he is right now. So I
yeah.
think this is the most important thing to
But the
understand.
relationship are like this. Like when there is a uh, like what we were talking about, if they do not grow together parallelly, at some point they will see each other in the distance. And when they see each other in the distance, that they try to connect with the previous version of themselves. That is what the gap is. It will never happen. But that is why mostly even in what we call about rejuvenating the relationship, or go reunite yourself again or reignite yourself again, it doesn't mean anything that it means that fall in love again with who you are today, rather than looking for the person. you know
And you know what is the most interesting for me right now when I'm working with a manifestation and I'm doing a course for my clients, like group of the clients, and during the manifestation, it's very important because for you to attract something into your life, the first thing is to shift yourself inside. So it means to not be like to let go of all the old version of yourself who you
uh-huh.
was before, and prepare yourself for the new version of yourself. And at this point, every time when I'm manifesting like something and I feel that huge shift inside of me, uh, I know that my personality also changed, and we have fights. We are not aligning at that time
uh,
because I'm as a personality like shifting a lot with with multiple things, realization, behaviors, actions, understanding. My focus is shifting because I'm on the I'm on the like, it's like you know when you are at the highway, like going on the same lines, and then one person is making turn, and when you are making that turn to the other goal, you have that connection with this person still,
yeah,
but the highway is different, and everything is going to shift and like transform. And at that time to reconnect, and this is why I always telling to every couple, you have to have conflicts. Like it is necessary for each couple to have conflicts to see where you are not like where you have different views, because People as a social animals, they grow faster with innovations, with everything, because they are social. They hear the criticism from others. They hear the problems from like different viewpoints and all other things. So I think that this is also very important to understand that when you are shifting yourself and when you are growing a lot, of course you will have conflicts. And this is when I was talking about my mom, when I was telling about why I chose you at this period of time in my life. Uh, Everything happened through the conflicts. It doesn't happen like, oh, we will talk nicely to each other, and we will say, oh, I don't like when you behave this way, okay, I will change my behavior. But I don't like when you like this way, okay, I will change my. No, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, conflicts is the part of the growth, I would say. If there is no conflict, then you are stuck with your own beliefs or something strongly that you believe that everybody should agree to your belief. Like it's about big stubbornness or ego or whatever you can tell, you know.
Yes, but in the other days, social bubbles.
Uh-huh.
Uh, this is why, in a science, and the people who are making scientific research, some innovation or some new things, they will always have people from other areas, absolutely not connected to the research area. For
Uh-huh.
example, if I'm doing research at physics, I will always have people from literature, from history, from even, like, I don't know, like technical parts. What people who are not, uh, who doesn't know well the topic, and want to bring you the same solution because the knowledge are similar.
Uh,
So with the social bubbles, it's very interesting because those people who are surround themselves just with the people who are similar, or thinks the same way, has the same values, uh, for, like, truly they are not able to grow. So I understand why people are choosing, for example, to go one time to the, for example, silence retreat, or some yoga retreat or something like that. But when you starting to create the same experience every day and surround yourself just with the same mindset people, you won't grow.
yes, that is why if you wanted to grow, be in a circle who are uh, in a way that you see they are at a higher intelligence level or higher place or something more than what you have, like in the terms of like uh, you wanted to surround yourself with uh, more intelligent people so that you can get not intelligent, I would say that is probably the wrong thing, but better.
I will help you,
Yeah.
because this is what I realized when we talked about. People who are around me has to be better in some area than I am.
Yes, yes, something like that. Yes, that where I
Yes.
see myself very average, let's say, then if I be around people who knows or are better in that area, then I'll grow. But if I going to
Yes.
be going down to my average level to other people, then other people are going to see me, they will grow, but I'm not going to grow more unless feel or I accept that my knowledge is limited, I need to grow. So that is where the growth happens. And I see it because I have learned from like my whole career, like how I changed, not changed, but I started to grow like that in my career. That was the only place like what I can see how I grew in my career because of my network, because of my friend circle or colleagues who I was sitting and eating or working, like that helped me grow in my career. So that is how I see in personal life too. You need to surround yourself with both sides of the people, like who are higher than you in certain areas and also who are lower than, so that you can pull those up, so help them
But
grow.
I won't say that because and I will look at the different point because I was taking one of my job for such a long period of time and I couldn't get out of it because of like I don't know, it's also some kind of the my own personality that was stuck,
Huh.
and there I didn't grow, and I understood that you have to leave that
Yes,
environment
absolutely.
as soon as possible,
Yeah,
because it will drag you down.
yeah,
You may not feel that, but it will drag you down.
yes,
And okay, for the short period of time, let's say 2 3 months, to be there, it's okay. But for a year or two,
yes,
for you, it will cost so much strength to grow because everything would be in just on you. So I really suggest people not to be scared to change environment or to change people who are surrounding you, because if you see that most of the time you are the person to who people are coming ask for the solution or advice, just stop it. And you have to have people around you who you would ask for advice, and you see that you can help in that area. It's not like, okay, now let's say I want to be a coach, so I will go to the coach, like to the coaches and ask their questions and grow. Like if someone is coming towards me, for example, with a question or advices to their career choices, but I see that from that person I can learn also something, and relationships supposed to stay as long as you will learn something from each other. When you became not that equal, when someone is getting down and always is asking, he is dragging you down because you won't learn anything. And this is
yeah, yeah. No,
a
I
lot
agree.
about.
I agree to your point. I mean, if you stay in that place, that is why. I mean, if you look at all this time that I was uh, just moving places, what I saw is I had to let go of those people and move on. I had nobody that I would say that I had to stay because I felt that there is no growth for me. So when I felt that there is no growth, I started moving. I didn't care like who I have to be with, but rather I went to many unknown places, coming from, like if I say, from my birthplace to go to a city where I studied. Then after a certain time, I saturated. Like I saw there is no growth. Then I came to US. Even in US, I moved around like almost 6 7 places. But now I'm seeing that, okay, there is a, like how I see myself in my life right now is, okay, I reached a level. Uh, I don't have to move around, but I have to learn to establish myself here. Because at a level like how I feel like, okay, I learned so much. Now it's time to implement. Like after learning so much, how much you're going to learn, it's a never stopping process. Like you will never stop learning. by moving places to places, it doesn't mean anything. Like, yeah, you will be learning, but now I see that whether I'll stay in Dallas or go to New York or to many other place that I never lived there, I don't know what am I going to learn. Maybe there is something I'll learn. I don't know that. Of course, I'll learn something, but it will never stop, and I will never stop moving around, if that is the case. So it's rather be staying in one place to be more useful for myself and others. That is how I feel right now, is to stay here, do something, do something to spread that knowledge, you know, and help the community, whatever. But I don't want to be surrounded with the people that will drag me down. Rather, I would be there to uh, learn from people who knows better than me or something that I don't know. I have that kind of network. Also, by doing coaching and this kind of stuff, it's helping others. Is how I see. And they don't have to be my friend circle. I don't want those type of my clients to be my friend circle. No, I don't want to be.
And this is a
They
very,
have their
very strong
place.
boundary at the coaches, that you cannot be friends. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be in the coach and coachee relationship. But I wanted to share with you one thing. So one of my client, we are working together for more than a year.
Uh-huh.
So she, like last session on Sunday, we had session, and she was so emotionally hurt that she was crying. Like, usually at the group coaching session, this is what happens, not casual. But it was simple questions, and she became very, very emotional.
Uh-huh.
And I asked her today, because I also did to her a tarot card reading. So her first message, what she said, so she said that all her emotional pain
Uh-huh.
ended after 2 hours after the session, after our conversation. And I was like, I didn't push her to talk too much. It was just couple minutes where she shared, and where other girl just reflect a little bit, that even caused her of more emotional release, because she said, like when you ask, I understand, but when other person, like other coachee, asked the question and said that, oh my goodness, I'm hope that you are okay, or you're fine, I don't know how to help you, I want to support you. And for her, that was such a huge, like, emotional relief after that. But after 2 hours of that session, she stabilized herself emotionally,
Uh-huh.
and she understood about her pattern
Uh-huh.
and about her mindset pattern, that she had to put herself in such an emotional state that she couldn't get out by herself for a couple of days after the event. And I sent her a tarot card reading, and she said that she is going to listen. And while we are talking, she listened it, and she said that whatever you said was so meaningful, and so at the right moment and there,
Uh-huh.
because she is planning first time in her life a travel. She has a fear of having a flight, but during our work, because we were talking, and I was like, what is your goal? What you truly wish? What is your desire? Who is holding you back? So now she booked a trip, and she's planning to do the trip, to go to the trip at the end of the April.
Uh-huh.
And for her, she's now more in the curious mindset, not in the fear mindset, to go there, because she now is connected with herself, truth herself, and where her soul is asking her to go.
Uh-huh.
And I think that this is very, very meaningful. And when you talk about your coaches, at one or other way, I relate with her story, and my that very, very strong inner feeling, where I want to go at what time, which country I want to go, or like why we choose to go to Florida and visit Miami and go there, and how strong for both of us uh, for our inside, like inner us, or our like reconnecting to ourselves was that journey.
Yeah.
If we would pick, and you I think will agree, if we would pick any other state and we would go, we won't get that growth, that I don't know how to connection in any other area at that moment where we was.
Yeah, like that is what, like, this is all comes through intuition. You were planning to go somewhere else. Then I said, okay, why not come to Miami? Like, there was nothing was planned. It's just like, okay, we can go to Florida. You never been. I can drive there because I didn't want to stay here for, like, I wanted to get out somewhere. I didn't want you to come to Dallas again because I have no place to stay. And anyway, will be, if you would have come to Dallas, then I was like, "Oh, okay, we have to rent a place and to stay rather. So something worked out while having conversation, where to go, and nothing was planned. Like, whatever you plan, probably it will happen if you plan something, but something that
No,
comes
but
through a
you know,
flow.
but this is what is coming from what you want,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
rather, like, because you understood your needs also, like your need to get out of this place.
Yeah.
That's why you offered. And I remember when I told you, I was thinking that you may suggest me to come to visit you, but when you sent me two options like Dallas and Miami, that was such a huge surprise for me. I like, this is what I truly didn't expect. Like, and before the travel, there were so many of financial burnout for both of
Yeah.
us that we even have an idea not to go. But like,
Yeah, that
at
money
the
we
same time, I
spend, does
know
it
that I
matter
want to
now?
go.
Like, how I see is, yeah, we spend the money. I don't even care how much is the credit card debt I have.
No,
that,
like,
that was not the
this is
point.
where, this is the lesson that I have. Like, money is the thing that will come and will go,
Yeah,
and you can like, and it's your choice, would you build an experience or not?
yes, exactly. Yeah.
So
That is what it is about money. Money is just a I would say that it's a uh, uh, like, it's not a limitation. But is, if you wanted to go somewhere, you can go. If you want to do something, you can do. You will figure out where the money
yes,
will come. Then you'll figure it out. Okay, whatever, you had the best experience. Then how to pay off the money? Yeah, and somehow it will be paid off. We don't know
you
how.
know what I would say, money is now never a problem.
No.
A problem how you want that thing, how much you want that thing.
Yeah.
Because that person who wants something, like with a truth desire, he's ready to do anything. There are people who are selling their kidney to get
Yes,
something that
that
they
is.
truly desire.
Yeah,
Like,
there
there
is
is no
nothing to laugh about,
limitation.
but yes.
Yes, the question is how much you desire it. And if there is a desire that you truly understand, and when you are making step, there is always a blockage. That's why I know that every time before a very big new, let's say, our project, I
Uh,
get sick. Like, it's always like that.
uh,
There is no, like, even at Alyssa, you know how much I was sick, and it's because of the new project. Like, yes, I was in the flow, but at the time I understood, okay, now I have to how to say, re-identify myself, change my identity,
yeah.
that would be ready for this project to run, that I would run it with the ease. The same I'm feeling right now, and I know that my body is telling me, okay, the new project is there. You know when it will start to run. And now you have to be prepared. And that preparation for me is always going through 1, 2, or 3 days just laying in the bed,
Uh,
because I need to cope the energy for that spurt in front.
yeah.
And like after that, December, January, February was very intense for me. That's why I was okay, I will run, I have to get out of this mindset, because if I would stay and we won't meet and we won't have a travel in Florida, I would even more running in the circle in the same environment with the same mindset. Like, you need to get out. At the same time, when now I'm planning like a new project that I really want to focus, like now we are just making first steps by understanding, feeling each other, how to represent and all. But I know that, okay, right now if I want to start, I see that weekend, usually I'm having a weekend when I'm not with the kids, where I can just sleep and lay down and do nothing. But right now I see, okay, weekend is planned, the date is on the way, and I need 2 3 days of full let go, because I know how strong April in the social media will be for Alyssa.
Uh,
Like it's built with so much different offers and so strong, and it's the reason of last Friday when I
uh-huh.
had a first group coaching sessions with dogs at the school, and I realized, like, I really learning from the practice. Now I know what I have to put on the offer, because I already experienced it. So that's why March, like April, is so strong. I don't know how it will figure out. We'll see. Of course, it needs time, but now I know what to communicate, how to communicate, what is the problem, and so on. So yes, so I again, from the beginning to the end. But what I wanted to show with the message of my client is how powerful can be one conversation when a professional is there. Because if I would push her do something differently without understanding and relating with her situation at that point, she would be even more broken.
Yeah.
Like, if you would talk with your friend and you will get a blame about and not the right questions and not the right insight about the situation. Because what I said to her um, at that session and now was a very focused on her and her choices and her decisions,
Yeah.
without blame and without different option that she can relate, but not on the, like, you know your like your partner or your ex, if you won't do this, we'll do that. And you have to make actions now. But it's different when you are coaching a person.
Yes, that is for sure. But you know what? I don't know. I have to start group coaching with men, but men don't want to show up as a group. You know what is the problem with men? I have no idea.
um do it at the bar.
Do it at the bar. Yeah, that would be a good choice. I have to see. Uh, Probably I have to check with these restaurants. I have to book these restaurants for probably a Friday night uh, group coaching, therapy.
If you call it a group coaching or therapy
Nobody is
coaching,
going to
it
show
won't
up.
work. Yes.
So I have to name something because this all these men, I see they are going through so much of shit in their life, but they don't want to talk to anybody.
Give them a couple glass of
Yeah,
beer.
maybe I'll have this session with alcohol in the room,
Yes,
pre
yes.
alcohol in the house.
It 100% help. And what really surprised me, that men so like pets,
Huh?
like pets, dogs, cats.
Uh huh.
They're like, emotionally available. All of those others, like they are not. But for them, this is the place where they also start to speak. And what you are doing is really good because man, what I learned with you too, when
Uh-huh.
you put a man in a car and drive for 1 or 2 hours, there is no other option as for men to start to talk.
Yeah, but I sleep, you know.
If you are not driving. But if you're driving, then you will stalk. And
No,
other man is the
I
other
fall.
men are the same.
Otherwise, I fall
You
asleep
know,
if I
you
don't talk.
no no yes, but you know what we did with my mom after my dad crisis when he get drunk, get out of the house and all.
Uh,
Next, like yes, there was one day for him and for us to relax. Then we put him in the car and go to look for the land for our house.
uh-huh.
He was talking nonstop. After 5 hours, I was like, Dad, I'm really tired. And he was still, then my mom, can you shut up for 5 minutes, please? And he is a person, like everybody has to understand, he is a person who in the house during the day will tell you 2 or 3 words, not more. If there is one sentence, it's a lot. But in the car, he was talking so much, and for him, it was such a healing journey because we didn't blame him, we didn't punish him, and at the end of the day, at the end of the travel, we started to laugh about that situation.
Yeah.
So, yes, so I would say yes, put the man in the car, especially on the back, and he will start to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll no. This is a good idea. I'm sitting in a restaurant right now. This is their event place, like Alisa. It's empty, so it's a restaurant. So I just come in and sitting here. Nobody's here. No, there is no music, nothing. Also, so now I'm thinking like these places are empty most of the time. I can just book them for just book them for like bring customer. They are going to buy food, so I don't have to pay, but I have to come up with something that I don't have to spend money to run this show. Maybe I'll talk to these restaurant managers to see if they can let me do. Because there are
You know what?
so many people here.
You know what I really liked at the dance, social dance events? What
Uh,
they do, they have their music, for example, for the social dance, and you pay a ticket, for example, €10 ticket to be there, socialize, and for that ticket you will get a coupon for one drink, and you
uh-huh.
can pick whatever drink you want. And so it means that this is how they are paying off the rent, and at the same time, like by giving customers to the bar who will buy a drink, and of course not just one but possibly more, and
Uh-huh.
at the same time they are collecting some of the money in the pocket, in
Okay.
their pocket. So
Yes, I have to start it. I have to think an idea. Seriously. But anyway, the online group coaching, like what you are doing online, probably virtually, I don't think men shows up. I did so many meetups. They would come and then don't talk, they don't turn their video on and all. But I'll see if I can come up with something here. Uh,
but you can talk, sometimes it's enough to listen.
yes, but the it's not about talking. It's more about bringing them to the venue. That is that. Uh, like there has to be some attraction, some. I have to do some magnet. Like I have to use some magnet therapy, so that they will come to the venue. That's all. once they come to the venue, they know what it
Yes.
is. It's not about tricking them, but
And you know
at
what?
the same time being transparent about what is this event is about.
I'm tricking my clients with the tarot card reading and astrology because you know that in other way they will never come to me. Like there is, and I was talking to ChatGPT. What ChatGPT is suggesting that therapy would be anonymous. Then
Huh.
you will collect more people.
Huh.
Face-to-face therapy is not working anymore. People don't want to go and show up, especially at the group sessions,
Yeah.
and also is one by one
Huh.
because they still are scared that coach, and this is 100% what I learned,
Huh.
because therapy with the dog, why it's working so much, because dog doesn't have a judgmental mindset, and we as a therapist or coaches, we always have some kind of definition about that person. Even we relate, but we put it in some boxes.
Yeah.
And for example, dogs or anonymous coaching session also let person to be free. So that's why I really like the possibility in our community and the circle to have that anonymous coaching sessions where they can use just whatever email they want. We won't be able to find them. We don't see their credit card names or numbers, and at the same time, they can write whatever name they want, and always be with the turn off camera. It really helps for the people who are especially in my community, even for women, not just for the man, for them to speak up when I said that there will be that you will be anonymous was easy, simple, no
Mm.
judgmental about their appearance, about their lifetime and all. Yes, so
Yeah.
this would work a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to try something, but yeah. Let's close it for today. It's almost an hour. You have to go back to work. I have to go back to work. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, I hope this conversation is going to bring some help or some insights to there.
Yes. And you know, because of my internet connection, I'm not able to share the video on the social media because it's so hard to listen what I'm saying, and you know, even for me, it's very hard and annoying. So I understand why people are not watching, but I will share. And on Tuesday, I hope that my internet at home will be better. So tomorrow evening, I will have possibility to come here later, maybe at the evening too, to make a live. But I will choose to wait till Tuesday till I have a proper internet connection, that the conversation and the view for people would be much better, and that the sound could be better. So maybe we will plan tomorrow. If I won't choose just to lay down and do nothing, if it will, because my body is asking this, because I know that it will be like a huge thing. I feel it, I know it. As yesterday I told you, I knew how I will find Bunny. I don't know when, but I dream even the situation. So about this, what will going on? Because I know that the huge shift will happen at the June. We just have to go through somehow this. But the most important is to let myself to feel what I want to feel and how I want to do so.
Yes, and
We'll
also
see.
with this, next time let's do this. Next time let's have anonymous questions. We'll use a web form instead of the Instagram chat or YouTube chat. Not put those because people might be not sure to put those questions. So we'll have a web form. We'll put the QR code that people can scan and submit their questions so that we can read and talk about that. I think we have to do anonymous captures of users' input or feedback or questions. Uh, so we
Yes.
can put it on our screen. Also,
Yes,
uh,
and also people can join the community when we will figure out everything.
yeah.
Our community to have a coaching sessions, and in this channel there will be more information from my side about astrology and tarot cards. This is what I'm planning and what I'm ready for. So, and I see also a social media is like going crazy. If we be the same, what is going on right now, like yes, we will get like I like to work with that girl so much because she knows what she's doing.
Uh,
And what is like third month, it's already my personal, it's second one from my personal uh account, and it's already like showing me such a numbers without no payments, but like views are increasing like crazy. With Alyssa, I noticed this today. We'll see, but it will go. So she knows what she's doing with the social media. So yeah, we just need to have be patient and consistent.
yes. All right. Thank you so much. Love
Thank you
you.
too. Bye, love you.